The Humane AI Pin has taken the world by storm, and people can't stop talking about it.
Incredibly poor proposition.
Worst product I think I've ever reviewed.
The dream is officially dead. The Humane AI Pin, a device hyped as the dawn of a new, screenless era, has spectacularly imploded.
There's just so many things bad about it.
This was supposed to be the future, a gadget to free us from our smartphones, crafted by brilliant ex-Apple visionaries. By late 2023, the startup had raised more than $230 million. So how did it end up here? Shut down, with sales immediately halted as part of the wind down. Its tech and team sold to HP for parts in a desperate fire sale. And for the few who bought into the dream, their expensive gadgets got permanently bricked in February 2025, when the servers were switched off for good. How did the next iPhone moment become a footnote in tech history? Was it Marques Brownlee's 25-minute review, or was it a glimpse of the future that just arrived way too soon? And what motivated HP to purchase the failed company? Let's break down the whole story. The technical failures, the baffling blunders, the 25-minute review which broke the internet, and the safety hazards that killed the most ambitious gadget of the year.
This is the Humane AI Pin.
To get the scale of this failure, you first have to understand the sheer size of the promise. Humane wasn't just some random startup, it had a serious pedigree. Founded back in 2018 by Imran, a 20-year Apple veteran, a designer whose name is on patents for the original iPhone, and Bethany, led the teams behind some of Apple's most transformative products like the original iPad. VC money poured in almost on name recognition alone. And their vision? It was intoxicating. They pitched a future of ambient computing, where tech just melts into our lives without us staring at a glowing rectangle. The AI Pin was step one. A small, wearable device you pin to your shirt. No screen. You'd talk to it, and it would project a simple, laser-based display onto your palm. It promised to make calls, send texts, answer questions, and play music, all powered by advanced AI. The pitch was audacious. Screens are the problem, and our AI wearable is the solution. This wasn't just a new gadget, it was a new paradigm. Humane's operating system wouldn't have apps you download or manage. It would just understand what you wanted and pull up the right AI for the job, instantly, at the speed of thought. This grand vision attracted a staggering amount of money. By 2023, the startup had pocketed $230 million from Sam Altman, Microsoft, Marc Benioff, LG, Volvo, Qualcomm, and many others. In April, Imran stepped on the TED stage and showed a bad-shaped device that translated speech, answered questions, and took calls with a hand gesture. The talk, called The Disappearing Computer, went viral. Tech magazines listed the yet-to-ship product, later named the AI Pin, among the best inventions of the year. Everything was going great until the product was launched. Humane AI Pin launched in April 2024, priced at $699, and required a $24 monthly AI subscription. On paper, the spec sheet sounded futuristic. No screen, just voice, a laser projector that sprayed green text across your hand, omnipresent AI ready to translate, summarize, and message on command. Early adopters clipped the badge to their shirts, spoke the activation phrase, and braced for the promised magic. Then they waited, and waited, and waited. Because underneath that polished aluminum shell lurked fatal flaws. The assistant flubs simple questions. The projector requires perfect hand positioning. Basic tools, alarms, playlists are missing. Worst of all, the device overheats and shuts down after a few minutes.
Your AI pin needs to cool down for a few minutes.
Within hours, reviewers spot cracks. YouTube lit up with reviews.
Incredibly poor proposition.
Do I recommend you get one right now? Definitely not.
Look at this and tell me what company it is.
The company is called Lyft.
Wow. Email Nilay and tell him I'm missing our meeting tomorrow.
The email feature is not currently available. It will be coming soon.
Play Texas Hold'em by Beyonce.
Songs not found for request. Play Texas Hold'em by Beyond \U00E9. Try again.
But none hit harder than the most famous critique, Marques Brownlee's 25-minute takedown titled, "The Worst Product I've Ever Reviewed, for Now."
This thing is bad at almost everything it does, basically all the time. Where do I even start? It's so bad, in fact, that I think it's actually kind of distracting to like understand what the point of the device is.
Within 12 hours, the video shot past 3 million views, trending on tech YouTube and spilling onto X, Reddit, and even network morning shows. Brownlee's influence is enormous, 20 million subscribers who treat his verdicts as buying advice. In the first 2 minutes, he praised the pin's aluminum shell, then called it a $700 science fair demo that overheats, lies to you, and needs a subscription just to exist. Viewers laughed and quietly cancelled pre-orders. The backlash snowballed. The Verge ran a headline hours later. MKBHD calls the Humane AI Pin the worst product I've ever reviewed. The Verge also wrote, "After days of testing, the only thing I can rely on the pin to do is tell the time." A viral X thread accused Brownlee of bankrupting a startup in 25 minutes, while Business Insider highlighted how one critical upload from tech's most trusted reviewer can wipe out months of marketing spin. As if that wasn't bad enough, the situation turned into a real safety crisis. In mid-2024, Humane sent an urgent warning to all AI pin owners. Stop using the charging case immediately due to a potential fire hazard. The damage was done. Not only was the product unreliable and broken, but now it could also catch fire. That destroyed whatever little trust was left. In October 2024, they slashed the price of the AI pin from $699 to $499, a move that just screamed, "Please take this inventory off our hands." But it was too little, too late. The product's reputation was toast. Behind the scenes, the founders were frantically looking for a way out. Just months after the launch, they were already trying to sell the company, reportedly looking for a price between $750 million and $1 billion. It was a delusional ask for a company with a failed product and a ruined brand. Unsurprisingly, nobody was interested. The cascade of failures, from the bad strategy to the broken hardware, terrible reviews, and the safety recall, had sealed its fate. Until HP showed up with a very different offer. With no buyers at their fantasy price and cash running out, Humane had only one option left: a fire sale. On February 18, 2025, the end finally came. HP announced it was acquiring Humane's assets for a mere $116 million. Crucially, HP did not buy the AI pin itself. The hardware business was left out of the deal and is being shut down. As part of the wind down, all sales of the pin were stopped. HP had zero interest in trying to save a failed product. Instead, HP bought Humane's intellectual property and its people. The deal included the AI software platform, CosmOS, a portfolio of over 300 patents, and most importantly, Humane's team of engineers and designers. On February 28th, all devices are permanently disconnected from the servers. This will render them almost completely useless. All functions that need the cloud, like voice commands, messaging, and AI queries, had stopped working forever. So the question here is, why would HP spend $116 million on the assets of a failed company? It's simple. This was a strategic acqui-hire and an IP grab. HP doesn't want to build a better AI pin. It wants to build smarter PCs, printers, and conference rooms. The move is part of HP's larger plan to embed AI across its entire product line. The team from Humane, including founders Imran and Bethany, will now lead a new division inside HP called HP IQ. This new AI lab is being tasked with building an intelligent ecosystem that connects all of HP's devices. In HP's vision, the AI tech built for the pin won't be stuck in a standalone gadget. It'll be integrated into products millions of people already use. Tuan Tran, HP's president of technology and innovation, said the deal will rapidly accelerate our ability to develop a new generation of devices that seamlessly orchestrate AI requests. Humane's failure wasn't an isolated incident. It was part of a broader collapse of the first wave of AI gadgets. Around the same time, another hyped device, the Rabbit R1, also crashed and burned on launch. At $199 with no subscription, the R1 was more accessible, but it suffered a similar fate. Reviews were overwhelmingly negative, describing it as a funky, unfinished AI gadget that was riddled with issues. Stay tuned, next week I'll dive deeper into the Rabbit R1 case study. The story of the Humane AI Pin is a classic Silicon Valley cautionary tale. It's a story about the danger of believing your own hype, of putting a grand vision before a working product, and of completely misunderstanding your customer. The tech wasn't ready, the hardware was weak, the software was buggy, and the AI was unreliable. The decision to cut the pin off from the smartphone ecosystem was a fatal mistake that created problems for users instead of solving them. And in the end, Humane failed to solve a real problem. They offered an expensive, broken solution to too much screen time, a problem most people weren't desperate enough to solve by wearing a hot, slow gadget on their shirt. HP may yet spin gold from the ashes, embedding Humane's technology into ordinary PCs that actually work. Until then, the AI Pin sits in a drawer, a $699 reminder that the future arrives on its own timeline, and hype alone can't bend the clock. So the next time you see a glossy demo promising to replace your phone, ask one thing: will it still work after the crowd stops clapping? Until then, stay curious. This is Jump to Future, and I'll see you again soon.